I want to start off by saying, rest in peace to a legend, DMX, true warrior of the game. May you rest in peace in paradise. Now, a lot of you might not believe what I'm about to say or share with you because you rather believe in what the media is telling you. I don't care what anybody says. I don't believe that DMX had a heart attack on his own. And I don't believe that his heart attack, if that's what it was through drugs. And that's just based on years and years of following DMX and watching him and watching how they attack this man constantly. It is so plain to see if you're a DMX fan. It is so plain for you to see that they was attacking this man, locking him up for no reason. Every time he went to do a show, he got locked up. Yeah. So he was doing drugs, That's just a cover up, man. They use that as a cover up. DMX was actually doing good. He gained a lot of weight, looking good. He started coming around a little bit more. You know, not to mention his album just dropped. Now, a whole lot of rappers just this year or last year have died just before their albums dropped. Um, I don't think they wanted X to be on top again, in which he would have been. Also, just a reminder, X has always tried to be a part owner of his own shit, and they always try to deny him. If you don't believe me, go and check for yourself. He always wanted ownership, man. And that played a big part of why X would go off the handle sometime and use. But I don't believe, I don't care what nobody says, I don't believe that drugs killed X. I believe that X was murdered. Straight like that. I believe he was murdered. I believe that they finally got to him. I believe that his album just dropped, and there's going to be a lot of money involved now that he's gone. They've been after DMX for a very long time. He said it himself in one of his records. In a lot of his records, they're trying to kill me if you just listen. So y'all keep go ahead on and believe that bullshit if you want to. I'm not buying none of it. I'm not. That was my brother, man. Another king is gone. Another warrior is gone. that they've taken from us. X was starting to come around. His head was clear. He was starting to see and notice things better. He was even starting to speak up on shit that he wasn't speaking up on before. Probably because he had a head check, if you want to call it that. He had some issues that he had to get to or he had to deal with. So he really couldn't see the bullshit that was really going on behind his back. He always talked about the dirtiness in the industry. He always talked about these motherfuckers. And I think the problem is he talked about it out loud sometimes. Or too much. He exposed a lot of shit. But I respect this man. I really do. And he will be missed. Another legend gone. I'm going to continue doing research. But I don't fucking believe the hype. I don't. Y'all can let them tell y'all that bullshit, but I'm not buying none of that. I'm not buying it. I believe they killed my brother. They're trying to use drugs as an excuse. I'll tell you something, I had my own issues too for years. Me and X, we the same age. I'm 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? I had my own issues too. And I use a lot of cocaine too. I ain't never fucking overdosed. You know what I'm saying? Some other shit might have happened, but I ain't never overdosed. X was a strong man. He was strong. He was stronger than you think he was. And he was much aware. He was much aware more than you think he was. Like I said, go back and look yourself. You ain't got to believe none of the shit I say on this thing. X was starting to come around, man. It's called wake up. Right? Because sooner or later, you start to wake up to some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If you stop doing the things that you do or living a certain lifestyle, and you change your mind and you decide you want to live a different way, shit just start coming to you. You just start seeing shit and realizing shit. And X, man, he preached the gospel a lot. They didn't like that. And I think he said at one point, man, he wanted to be a pastor one day. You see? You go back and watch the movie Pimp. X was in that movie. You see how these clown motherfuckers try to play him. They know he wasn't about that gay life shit, so they put him in a movie where he's around gay females doing gay shit, knowing that wasn't what he was about. But pressures of the industry, I guess. But whatever they wanted him to do, X, he stood fast from that shit. He refused to do it. No matter how many times they try to come after him and give him so-called opportunities, he didn't take none of that shit. He always talked about God. He always put God first. Man, the legend is gone, man. Our brother is gone. He will be missed. So now, We look forward to watching these motherfuckers try to take his legacy from him. This ain't nothing but a motherfucking theft. Trying to take the legacy from another brother. Just like they done the other brothers. Free R. Kelly. Because there's more with R. Kelly than what y'all think it is. As soon as the media get up here and say some shit about one of us, here y'all go posting shit and believing shit without doing your own research, without thinking first. Why are they saying these things? How is it possible that you got one female after the other every other day coming up with charges? Come on, man. Bill Cosby. Wake up. Wake up, man. We're being scrutinized. We're being murdered. Taking all our kings and our queens away from us. Anybody that has the mind or the ability to lead us or to wake us up, they are good as dead. Dmx was a king, and he's become that perfect king for us. He's starting to wake up. Just like Michael Jackson, starting to wake up. Just like Prince, starting to wake up. Just like Nipsey Hussle, starting to wake up. You understand? Take them out. They don't want to be exposed, but you know what? You motherfuckers are already exposed. Only an ignorant motherfucker would know would know not what you're trying to do because they don't see it. And you're doing it right in plain sight. But you got these Negroes on here that believe every fucking thing the media says about our people. Oh, X was on drugs. Yeah, he was on drugs at one point in his life. And he probably still was doing a little drugs or whatever. But you couldn't tell. X ain't never gained that much weight, man. Oh, he's looking good, man. He was doing good. He was starting to come around. I don't believe X went back to cocaine, man. Fuck you. I don't believe that shit, man. Y'all niggas know that y'all killed my motherfucking brother. He was starting to wake up, and most likely X was gonna start speaking out more. He had already started speaking out. And it's not a coincidence that his album just came out. It's not a coincidence that he had mentioned that he wanted to be a pastor or a preacher, that he wanted to preach the gospel to his people, his exact words. And now this happens. Heart attack. He's been in the game for a long time. Seemed like he would have had a heart attack a long time ago. Seemed like I would have had a heart attack a long time ago. Fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. I don't believe the hype. May my brother rest in peace. May Allah open the gates for my brother. And may Allah be pleased with him in his work on this earth. We all have demons that we have to deal with. And I seriously believe that X had found a way to deal with his demons. Unfortunately, their demons didn't like that. They want to keep us down. They liked him when he was down. They loved him when he was all drugged out, acting stupid on videos and shit like that, talking drunk, looking high and all that. So all of a sudden, X is not doing that no more. He's not looking high on videos. He's not looking high doing interviews and shit like that. He looks good. He looks good. Like God removed that away from him, man. That's what he always had prayed for. I don't believe X went back to that life, man. Can't nobody tell me that. Right? Can't nobody tell me that. So I'm still waiting because they haven't even said anything about finding drugs, not that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't heard that they found drugs in his system. All I hear is that he had a heart attack. But most of the rappers that has passed, that has died in the past, if they weren't shot somehow, they had heart attacks, like Heavy D. Big boy Heavy D. Yeah, very healthy, man. Never had no issues. All of a sudden, he do a comeback. Heavy D get ready to bounce back, right? Come back into the scene, possibly run some shit, and he has a heart attack. I'm not taking this loss too easy. It's happening much too often. They are killing us. They are killing us, but they're cowards. They're doing it behind the scene. They won't do it in our faces. They shooting us with some shit, man. You know, behind our backs. Rest in peace, Dmx. Your music will live on forever inside of me, and I'm sure inside a lot of other people that was raised up with your music. You made good music, brother. Good music. And God is going to open those gates for you, bro, because you always kept God first. You didn't give in to these demons down here. They wanted you to do all kind of other explicit, nasty, unlike shit that you refused to do. You didn't put no dresses on. You didn't put no makeup on. You do none of that shit that they thought you would do. And I respect you for that, brother. Love you, X. Forever, brother. Forever. I'm gonna miss you, man. Until we meet again. Until we meet again, brother.